But I am very concerned about the cruelty in the leadership of in some of the leadership, obviously, of our country. And I feel, um, I want to I feel concerned about it. I feel concerned that am I one of those people in 1930s Germany who didn't do anything, who said, well, my life is okay, or I'm doing good works in my life. But what about people that are really suffering? At the same time, I'm not really the political activist kind of person. I do my good works individually. I'm a therapist by trade, and I just like to give to people personally. So I just wish you would speak on that. And if you have any, how long is this going to last? Because a lot of people are suffering and are scared. I'm not personally scared, but I know a lot of people are, and I care.
What you say is true in all respects. Understand this. First and foremost, we are in the change of an age. The change of an astrological age doesn't happen overnight. It actually is a transition of decades. And you are in the process of that 100 years or so of transition. People, want to think, oh, it's just going to happen smoothly. But what happens is part of the people want to hold on to the past. Their vested interest in the old ways. And new ways are coming into being, and they have different interest. But the vested interest in the old ways want to hold on to their power. They want to hold on to their money. They want to hold on to what they know and what makes them comfortable. In fact, they may not even want to hold on to the old ways from this astrological age that they're leaving. They may be trying to hold on to the ways of an astrological age before that because, well, they want the power, they want the wealth, they want what is in that age for them. Think about it. Look at all that was accomplished with the industrial age. And with that industrial revolution came all the pollution and problems that you now have. And now you're entering into an etheric age. And as we said, this is a long transition. And people are trying to hold on to the past. Now, we can move to the future, and we are not encouraging anyone to pick up signs and march down the street. We are rather encouraging people to move energy, and we are encouraging people to change themselves and then to stay in their churches, stay in their synagogues, stay in their mosques, stay in their temples, stay in their political environment, and change these things. So we would not say to you, oh, go march. We would say to you, rather, your capacity is to pass energy one on one. But these people to whom you are passing energy, they can make a difference too. And it's not by marching, but rather by going to what they care about and making it better. And as they do so, the world itself will be made better because if they go into a homeless shelter and they help people, and one or two of those people go somewhere else and help other people, it grows and it grows exponentially. And soon there will be a change of 1% of humanity, 2% of humanity, 5%. 10%. And when you hit that kind of a number, the change starts really being meaningful. Because at that point, it becomes a necessity for businesses and for politicians and religious leaders to follow the people. They have to follow. If the businesses don't follow, they go belly up. If the political leaders don't follow, they lose their power. If the religious leaders don't follow, they lose everything that they have acquired. So they follow. Just think about it. Christianity of today is not what Christianity was of 18 or 1900 years ago after it got its start. Islam of today is not close to what Islam was when it was first founded. Judaism, oh, it has evolved and evolved and evolved. Like every faith. Faiths are living, religions are living. They all evolve, they all change. And every generation thinks they are keeping to the original faith, to the original religion, because they know the religion of today and it was passed to them. But religion is just like that little childhood game where you whisper a phrase into someone's ear and they whisper it to the next and they whisper it to the next. Well, religions are passed generation to generation to generation, and they evolve. Divinity itself evolves. And we would tell you truthfully, even the divine is evolving. The concept of God must evolve because all things are evolutionary. So, is this going to be another Nazi Germany? No. We're telling you now that the change is coming, that you are entering into a new age. You can enter into it with great difficulty or with great ease. You will likely enter into it with some hiccups and birth pangs. But much of what's occurring right now will actually cause a backlash and a re-evaluation of things, not just in your country, but worldwide. And as a result, everything will move forward a little bit. But when you change the consciousness of enough people, everything will move forward a whole lot in a leap, in bounds, it will move forward. So meditate, pray. You have a gift. And we would tell you, use that gift to give these people hope that come to you. Use that gift to give them the ability to change their life so they're positively impacting others who can then impact others. And you are the stone tossed in the pond. They are the ripple.